Way over here, yeah. Come over this. Right there, right there. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, 2018. It's October 22nd. Yep, October 22nd. I had to check, sorry. So anyway, the guys came this morning and dropped me off 2 more loads of wood chips. I had worked on the pile that was over here, and they brought me small load and then this great big load, and I could not keep up with everything. So I was like, well, let me call my neighbor Richard and see if he can come down and give me a hand. And so he's come down and he's putting the buckets of stuff around, and I'm just going to rake them out from there, and we're going to obviously get this whole area built up. And so we're just going to work on that and get just do it, Richard, just do that from there. Just thank you. So anyway, so yeah, the guys came and they dropped me off 2 more loads today, so it was crazy. So I did not have internet yesterday. Actually, I lost it at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and I'm going to show you how stupid that I am. So anyway, so I went into the camper. There's nothing, no power, nothing going to the router and a modem, because we had the router and a modem in the camper, which we do not anymore. We have them in the house now. But what happened was, so I have no power, and I'm like, so I called up the cable company yesterday, and I said, listen, I don't have any power. I said, is it just me or is it the whole area? So the lady looks and she goes, no, it's just you. And so she tried a couple things, and she goes, is there any power getting anything? And I'm like, no. So she's like, all right, well, let me see what I can do. So she checked some things, it wasn't happening. So she said, I'm going to have a technician come out, but he can't come out until Monday at 11. I said, that's fine. So we had no internet. So I picked the kids up last night. We actually took them to the movie Venom, I took them to the movie Venom. And so we went and saw a movie last night because had no internet, so couldn't get online. I couldn't make you guys a video yesterday because of that, right? So the technician gets here, so I turn the power on. Still no power to the camper, nothing. So I go to kick on one of the lights in the camper, light's not working. I'm like, oh my god, I already know exactly what it is. So it's my own stupidity for not double checking everything first, but I thought it was just the internet. I wasn't checking the rest of the camper. So what it was is the extension cord that is hooked into the camper over here is right here. This is the reset button. I pushed the reset button right here, and the power came back on, and our internet was back on. And I felt really, really stupid. But these things happen. So anyway, so what I did while he was here, and I said, well, while you're here, I said, could you take the out of here and set it up in the house. We got a thing ready, but could we set that? And he's like, yeah, fine. So they totally disconnected it out of there, changed it in the box, and now everything is in the house. So what I'm going to do for the winter, because like last winter we had this going all winter, but Eddie and Tom would go out here and he was doing the tutoring. So what I'm going to do this winter, I'm going to completely disconnect the camper from the power, because it's sucking a lot of our juice and power that we're collecting into the camper, and if we're not going to really be using it and the weather's being cold, there's no reason to have that power on there, because we're not going to be using it. So I'm going to disconnect that, and that part's going to be all done for the winter. So now the other thing, what I did was, they had delivered this other pile over here, and the apple tree that I have over here has not done well at all. It did not do well. It really didn't recover this year. So I think it's because the roots were all completely soaked because of the flooding in the spring a couple years in a row, and then the deer were eating everything. So I'm just going to kill this tree. That tree's going to be gone. All this stuff is going to be out through this area, filled in through here. So once Richard is done over there with what he's going to do, and then like I said, I'll have to rake out the piles, and they're supposedly going to be bringing me more. So I'm like, that's fine. But anyway, so he's going to pull this all out this way. So what I'm planning on doing in the spring, I will take the fence posts and stuff down on this part of the garden, and I'm going to expand the garden out to this point here next year. So this whole area here is going to be garden. So what I'll end up doing is, in the spring, on top of the wood chips, what I'm going to have is Bill bring me in a couple of loads of the compost again, that cow manure that's basically black soil, and I'm gonna put it on top of here and expand out this way too. So we're gonna probably next year, we basically doubled the size of this garden last year. If we do the same thing again this year and do this whole area, it's going to give us a lot more area to spread things out in the garden, so that it's going to be better for the garden. So that's going to be the game plan as far as that goes. But so that's what we're working on. So this is actually just going to, it's pretty much dead anyway, but it's going to get knocked down, and that whole pile is going to get pushed and moved this way. I have them actually asked them to put a couple scoops right into the garden there, so I can spread that out so that it can rot down for the winter. But so yeah, so hopefully these guys will bring me more wood chips, and we'll continue to add on in here, and that would be great. But you know, with Richard coming helping me with this today is huge, because I just was like, it was getting to a point where it was absolutely overwhelming because it was so much, and I just couldn't keep ahead of it. I just couldn't. So, and it's a lot of work trying to rake it and pull it and get it all, you know, over to that side. I mean, it would be ridiculous. So he said, yeah, I'll come and help you. So I'll throw him some money for gas and do that. But so anyway, so that's why I didn't make a video yesterday. I'm going to be doing another video today that'll go up tomorrow. I'm changing out the fire brick in my wood stove, and I'll do a whole video on that and explain everything, what I'm doing and how and all that type of stuff. So that's going to be a second video today, but this is the video you'll see today. The one you'll see tomorrow is going to be on the wood stove. And I'm going to explain some things with the wood stove as I go along and stuff like that too. So anyway, so that's what's going on, guys. Always trying to make forward progress here at the homestead. And the rest of this week's supposed to be really, really cold. I mean, it's like maybe 48 degrees out right now, and the wind is blowing. You can see with the flags, and they're all moving over here too. So flags are moving. They're all going to be coming down soon for the winter. The only one that I'll leave up, I'll leave the American flag up, and I usually leave the Swedish flag up, because they're heavy duty material, and they don't, you know, they're not that really thin stuff, so they will be fine. But anyhow, so that's what's going on. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Right now, like I said, we're just trying to get some stuff done. So I'm going to jump off here for now. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And remember STD, guys. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? So I'm going to come over here real quick one more time. So this is going to build this up all really, really well, real nice. There's a lot of leaves and stuff in this wood chips, so it'll help it break down that much faster. But it's going to definitely, I mean, you can see how soft this is through here. So like these big trucks were not doing it. You know what I mean? They were not going to have that area to get into. So that's what's happening. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. And again, thank you, Richard, for the help. It's very much appreciated.